Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got a couple of staircases here in the house, and they have white fronts, as you can see right behind me, and they are absolutely filthy, and they cannot be cleaned off. We've tried everything: Norwex, Mr. Clean, whatever else there is that you can use to clean things with. My wife has tried them all. So we found a product, and it's basically a vinyl sticker, and you can just apply it to the fronts of the stairs, and it looks pretty good. So we've already done a few steps, and we ran out of stickers, so we got some more, and we're going to finish up the rest of the steps. So we thought that we'd at least show you how to do it to make you aware of this product, and I'll have links, of course, to everything that we purchased in the description box below. So let me go ahead and open this bag. Here they are. It's just long rolls of stickers. These come in different designs. So this is the one we picked out, and you can choose what height you need based on the riser of your stairs or how high it is, that stair front. So we have, I think, 7-inch ones, which is just a little bit too tall, but we'll show you what we did to get around that. And there are also other designs, so this is just the design we picked. I got two things. We have some short steps like you see behind me, and we have some long steps like I'm about to show you below. So I'm going to show you how to do both of them. The ones on the long steps below were too long for one sticker, so we had to kind of overlap or make them meet up. All right, I've got a couple of tools here. I've got just some plastic, whatchamacallits, I can't think of the word right now. And I've got a little X-Acto razor blade knife. So you can see the one we have to do at the bottom. It's going to take more than one. So what we did was we picked out two that at least join together on the end so that we can match them up. So what we'll do is lay this first one down, and then we'll just line this one right up with that one. Now if you don't have two that match up together, that's okay, because you can still, we have plenty left over at the end, probably 2 or 3 feet left over at the end. So for example, on this one, we had to overlap the sticker all the way to right here, so there's actually a seam there. Now the first sticker ended here, but it didn't match up on the end of the other one, so we overlapped it until we found the pattern that did. Now if you look close, you can see the seam, maybe, but if you back up, there's no way to even tell because of the pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this bottom one. Okay, now this one is too tall to fit. You can see because it has this quarter mold here, so it's gonna be sticking up above. So what we're going to do is force the corner, or force this seam up into this crack here, and then I can come along afterwards and cut it off, trim along the top with the X-Acto knife, and you won't really even see that because you're looking down at it all the time. So even if it is not perfect, it will still look okay. Like these, we didn't even cut them at all. We just tucked them up under here. So it's actually longer than it should be, but you can't see that looking down at it. We found that the easiest way to do this is just to take the whole back of this off. What you want to do is line it up at the bottom. You don't want to line it up starting at the side, because if your wall is not square, you'll start at an angle and you'll find yourself working either up or down. So you want to start along this bottom seam and work your way up. It's kind of hard to show you because of the angle, but hopefully this will at least get you started in the right direction. So lay it on the bottom where it needs to go, and just work it up. Pat it and take it slow. Just working it into that bottom crack. So we've got the whole bottom attached. And of course, before you do this, you want to wash off the stair fronts so that they're clean and they'll stick really good.
Much better.
So we're just going to force this up into the corner so it's flat. And then I'm going to take this X-Acto knife, just trim along the top. I know you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm just going to try to go straight in the corner, all the way down. And this is a relatively new blade, so it should be cutting cleanly through, I hope. So that worked pretty good. And really, if there's any imperfections, you can't see it with the eye. Actually, it came out pretty good. So now we got to join this piece up to that piece there. And it's basically the same operation. You just lay it along the bottom seam and just try to match up the edges. It may take a little bit of pulling back and forth, but eventually you'll get it. All right, I got the camera on the floor to try to show you. And really, I don't know how you're going to see this on the camera. We're just trying to line it up. And I'm holding this side over here just kind of flat against that bottom crease. I'll come back to you when we get this done. There's no other way for me to show you. Sorry about that. All right, you can see we made it all the way to the end. It took a little bit of finagling, but we eventually got it. So all I gotta do, we've already kind of forced it up into the corner here. So I'm just gonna force it into the corner there. Can you hand me the other? Use a smaller one and just do the same thing. I'm just gonna force it into the corner with the tool. What I'm gonna do is use the X-Acto knife right in the corner here. I'm just gonna go straight up. And pull along that way, see? Came cleanly off. Now I'm gonna trim this top part here. All right, so you can see we got it done. It looks pretty good. So apparently these things have micro bubbles in them. I guess so that if you do get a bubble, the air can work its way out through one of those micro bubbles. So this is the most difficult one, doing these long steps. So I don't expect that we'll have such a difficult time doing the top ones, but it's basically the exact same process. We'll have a easier time of it, I think, just having to do one sticker's worth. So we'll get those done and then we'll come back to you and show you what it looks like. Okay, that one was not very easy. That one probably gave us the most trouble, just with wrinkles and stuff. And I think it's because it's long on the corner there, and it's coming up underneath the lip of that stair so far. So I was having to work that corner in. And there are a few creases in it, but I'd be surprised if you could even see them on the camera. So the way the pattern is, the busyness of it makes it hide the creases and such. So, but anyway, you saw how long it took us, and that was a time lapse. So just keep at it, and then eventually you'll get it. So now we just got to do all those. Right, so that about does it. This was an Etsy product, by the way, and it's real easy to clean. So basically, it's gonna, I guess, help to hide some of the foot marks and stuff like that that you get. We have 4 kids, so when they come up and down the stairs, their feet hit the back and make smudges. So it's gonna help to cover that up. It actually is not that hard to do. It's pretty easy. It just takes a little bit to get it done. So that's about all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.